Bak bakayım. Gayet güzel.
Şura şey mi?
Ya kendin bak ona şimdi sonra böyle olan şey dersin. Terliklerini Allah'tan çekmiyor kamera. Çok orijinal.
Kız terliklerini şu yapayım.
Niye çıkardın giyseydin ki?
Şimdi o fışır fışır ses yapar. Welcome everyone to the 4th episode of the podcast Undercurated. I am your host Elif, and today my guest is my very good friend Melih Cass.
Hi.
We're going to be talking about very important topics, as always, today with him. Welcome to the 4th episode again. I'm very excited to have
Actually,
you.
4 is my favorite number.
Really?
Favorite number, yeah, I just realized. Yeah.
4?
4, yeah.
Interesting. Why?
I don't know. Which
4.
means that actually in Chinese. I believe.
Dead in
Yeah,
Chinese?
it's like this sign. I mean,
I
4.
have no idea.
Japan is also like something like this, maybe 13. I don't know. I'm just made it up.
Okay, I'm going to look up into this. I didn't know.
Maybe I'm not sure, but like I just know a story about 4.
Okay, we have to check what the number 4 means in Chinese.
I think it's Japan was like 13th floor. They don't have 13th floor, but it's also technical floor or something. But it's not a floor big. It's like smaller somehow.
Like it's not 4 meters high?
No, it's like
So it's
2
like
meters.
half.
2 meters or something. They can just go and repair some technical stuff.
Let's check if these information
If
are
it's
accurate.
correct. If it's like, that's really important.
Accuracy.
Oh, that's perfect.
One of our mutual common character traits. We're both control freaks.
Yeah.
No, so Luigi said, okay, being a control freak, having issues with control.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about it.
Because I'm your guest right now, so I have to leave the control over her. But like at the same time, it's kind of embarrassing for me to make mistakes or be in a stupid situation, as well as actually like we're close friends. We're always in stupid situations somehow.
Yeah.
And I mean, but that it's just like we are recording now and I need to know everything. It's just like this sometimes. When I was going to learn how to drive a car, I was asking so much questions that they were so fed up, I believe. So they just let me, they were like, what is this? What is that? What is that? What if I tried this and that together? They were like, no one asked this. And I was like, okay. Yeah. People think that, especially we talk that people thought that it's really good that two of us, I mean, for both of us, that they have some people like to organize, you know? Actually, I don't like to organize.
Me too.
I really don't like to organize.
But I find myself organizing.
Every time. So this is
Somehow.
it's about like, I cannot let the control. I mean, that's why I'm organizing. It says, I know that there will be no problems. So if other people organizes, I don't know. I mean, I'm fine as well, I believe, but like, I just maybe.
Something inside me, I feel like something inside me is gonna like explode, or like one of my inner organs, especially with people I don't know. So I learned with you, but that because we're similar, that I can totally like leave it to you.
Trust me.
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah, same
I think this
actually.
is trust issue, right?
I think it's just like, it's not that the other people are not going to do what they have to do, but their brain and their priorities are different than ours. So they will just maybe not plan the vacation 3 months ago or anything like 4 months ago. They will maybe buy the tickets a month ago. So for me, it's just like really unacceptable. For me, I have to know that I'm going, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why, that's why we're similar to that, or many kind of stuff that we just...
I mean, we give each other the authority. I give you the authority to
Yeah,
decide on my behalf.
Yeah.
But I don't do it with a lot of people. And also, like you said, like when we were planning on vacation with a group of friends, that they were in the end very thankful for us that we organized everything and thought about everything. But also, like control freaks are looked down upon, and I want to fight with that.
You don't want to be thanked for.
No. I mean, people are looking down on control freaks. Like, it's not a good thing to be a control freak. When you're a control freak, they're like making fun of you. Like, you're the no fun person. You're like thinking about everything. We are the reason that everyone's alive, man. Think about it. Like, people like us are the reason.
The world.
Yeah, are the reason that people are safe, because we are so in our thoughts that what bad is going to happen, what mistake might happen, that we ruin our lives on behalf of others and work on these mistakes so that they don't happen. So while everyone is having fun. So I want to thank you
I want to thank you. Especially think about that, like now, I mean, the year is almost the end, and because of Brexit, they couldn't handle, I mean, they couldn't finish this all shit to sign up, so there's a deal. So they got like pretty fucked up, and everybody was panicking, and they have to work now. So if they were like us, you know, exactly. Brexit was over.
The deal was closed already.
The deal was already, yeah. It's really important. I mean, like, especially when we were at the end of the vacation, they were thanking us, and I'm like, okay, I didn't do it for you. I did it for myself. I mean,
don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
It's not about you. It's about me.
I don't like. I mean, it's not that I have to know what's going to happen every day, but it's just like I know when I'm going, when I'm coming, where I'm staying, like in a time advance.
The downside of it is that sometimes people feel like suffocated, or they feel like our expectations from people, because we do so much, we also expect from people to do something.
Do we?
Yeah,
I mean, don't. Maybe I
expect them to apply the rules.
Okay, yeah.
Follow the rules. Like I'm setting up rules. Follow them. Like, you know?
Yeah, but like...
And when they're not following, I'm frustrated. I'm like, I told you to do it like this and this and this and this.
Maybe at work you mean?
Not at
anywhere.
Work. Anywhere. Like,
okay, anywhere.
Also when
I didn't see that side of you. No, maybe I was doing the same, so I didn't need to hear from... No, I didn't think that like... maybe we do, we don't... I mean, maybe I do, I don't realize. So at home I'm like this, so we have to do this and this and this and that. It doesn't matter when exactly it's going to be happen, but I mean, it's supposed to be happen.
Yeah, for instance, something I don't like is that would happen...
But by the way, we are fun people, we have to say that.
Yeah, everybody loves us.
That's why, I mean, look, I mean, around me, people just like, even though they don't, maybe that's a sign actually. So I just like become people, I mean, I bring friends in like in many, come together and they become friends and they meet each other without me, which means actually that they don't like me. So maybe.
What do you mean?
Like, you know,
Your friends?
Like you become friend of Daphne, so through me. So you meet each other without me, which means that like maybe I'm freaked out. I'm like kind of contrafig.
Do you feel something like that?
No. I just, when I was talking, I just felt, I was actually always really happy that they don't need me to meet each other, which is really good. So I brought people together and they understand each other well, which is good. But when I was talking, maybe... Well, like not for that, maybe.
No, of course not.
Yeah, okay.
No, there's no such thing. But that is an issue, right? Like when you bring together two of your friends who don't know each other and then they get along so well and then they start spending time together without you. I especially like arrived in Berlin 3 years ago, and except you and Beste, everyone I met is a new friend for me.
Yeah, of course.
So therefore, no, I'm not introducing anyone to anyone.
Yeah, but like
everybody's introducing people to me. So that's why I don't know. But previously, I'm thinking maybe in my teenage years, I was like maybe jealous. But
I'm not jealous. I just said it. Maybe
I know. It's just I'm just thinking about this idea.
I was thinking when I was coming here, you invited me at full moon.
Today's full moon?
Yeah. How did you forget it? Or what do you want to tell to me? Why is on full moon?
I don't know, man.
It is actually
this is
middle.
The Cancer full moon.
Which means? I mean, I am manic when it's full moon. At the same time, I could be, at the same time, I could be like really just like goes up and down, which is normal. I'm kind of manic.
I never tracked my feelings during full moons.
You don't write it down?
That's maybe the only thing that I don't write down. Maybe I should start that and then I'm going to have everything.
Okay, it will be like fully completed. Yeah. I just realized sometimes I'm really angry. Mm-hmm. And then I just realize it and check and it's full moon most of the time. And sometimes I got like a euphoria. I don't know where it comes from. I'm just like super happy. And I just find out that it's, at the same time again. So
how was today for you?
I was manic.
Yeah?
At home, I played with cats and just like spent some time reading, dancing around at the flat, which is like...
You were alone?
No.
Is Timon working?
Yeah, Timon was there as well. So,
okay.
yeah. I mean, like, when I'm kind of manic. He would like to read.
Stay away.
Stay away and be in a silence. Yeah. So I was just kind of alone. It sounds like I'm alone.
Melih home alone, dancing by yourself.
Yeah. Even though actually, like normally cats are not tired when I'm like playing with them today. I mean, they were tired. They just like act or really slept. I don't know. I thought that they act like they're sleeping, so they left me.
Besides our control freakness, there's also this our hygiene obsession, which goes together.
Yeah, and also like we are obsessive
start?
In a way.
Because I wasn't always like this.
You weren't always like this. When did it start?
It started the day I left my family house.
Oh, must be safe.
What?
Must be.
And then I had my own space because when I was living with my family,
it was not my. It's your place, yeah.
So I wasn't like.
No, but your room was not tidy.
When I was a teenager, my room was not tidy. It was sometimes tidy, sometimes not tidy. I mean, but the decoration of the room was always in my control. I was always changing, coming up with a new concept all the time. This
like
year, my room is gonna painting out, changing furniture, everything. But the tidiness. That's why it doesn't apply to your room because in your room you're alone. Your family doesn't go to your room.
I mean, my mom goes going actually.
Changing stuff?
Checking if it's tidy. She was.
I mean, my parents weren't coming in, so no one does anything.
They were respecting your privacy, which is really important. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? My dad would knock on the door. I would say, yes, come in. And then he would knock again. I would say, I said come in. He wouldn't come again. He would always wait me to come
and open the
door and ask like, what do you want to say? He would never enter my room. How cool is that?
Good. That's really good.
I don't know where he learned that because I'm sure that his parents did not
same for my parents. I mean, they were both like sharing a room, 2-3 girls, and even my dad was like 5 kids, I believe, sharing one room. My mom my dad, no, he was like really knocking, and then when you say something like come in, or then he was coming in. My mom was knocking and rushing in at the same time, so she knocked, but like it was not totally.
This knocking and coming in at the same time.
It was, I mean,
like giving a signal and turning to left at the same time while driving a car.
I didn't like it. But I mean, I have to say that I was tidy, so everything was kind of folded and put it back into their places. So I had not such a big problem with my mom like my sisters did.
What I wanted to say is, when you're in your room, there is nobody who's going to leave their dirty socks in your room. So there's nothing to control. Even if it's your own thing, you're not going to be angry at yourself. So you don't see that actually.
We can talk about now.
Now is totally different.
Since I started living alone, I was like really tidy.
Me too.
Clean and tidy, by the way.
It was the first time I was owning a place.
Yeah.
This is my place now. I'm living here right now. And to me, a beautiful space is like one of the most important things in my life, to be in a beautiful surrounding. So my home, or when I'm outside, I want to be in a beautiful place. So that was the thing, that this home should look beautiful, and everything and anybody who's going to do something to make it look less beautiful is my number one enemy. That water glass is not supposed to stand on the table for 3 days. Or the dirty socks are not supposed to be on the floor. They should be in the laundry basket.
Yeah.
Or you cooked, and then you leave everything you cook on the kitchen stove. And so in order to, if you want to start cooking something else, first you need to clean the whole kitchen. And then you can
I hate that. Especially when you leave some kitchen stuff, they dry out. So, I mean, you spend more time that you used to spend. I mean, I don't bother to clean, not every day. But like when it's dried out, you need to waste your time longer. Which people just left them there. They say like they don't have time. But like they taking more time of you that you have to clean even longer.
What about my time, bitch? How are you so busy? What are you doing? What is your what is your day like? Yeah. Because I don't see anyone around me that is so busy.
Maybe this is
they cannot wash their plate.
Maybe this is the priority. They don't have this priority, but let's just like
priorities. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is my priority. I don't like to leave it behind as well. But I'm getting angry. I cannot help that. Yeah. I'm getting really angry. I mean, at my previous flat, it was a share flat, so I was sometimes a bit maybe mean to them. But we love each other still, I hope. I mean, we are still in contact, so it's okay. I was kind of, at the same time, I'm getting angry and I'm feeling really bad. Like, it's just like, I feel myself a bit like asocial to do this, you know? Yeah. Well, I can also not clean every day.
No.
Which is, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's also...
So I don't like to cook then, you know? Why I need to just start over?
Other people with different priorities. That's the problem. So it's colliding.
But now I'm so happy. I mean, like, living with your partner is just there's nothing best, I believe. I did terrorize his life. I have to tell that. But I mean, it works perfect now, so it's okay. Sometimes there are some stuff, this like glass is just staying there, or just like after breakfast, sometimes coffee glass is there. I wake up and first thing I see, it's this coffee glass. And why I'm doing this to me as well, you know? I'm just like, why I did this to me? It's like radar, you know? Yeah. It's just like scanned and then found. Yeah. Sometimes I laugh, sometimes I'm getting angry, sometimes I become like really ugly and photograph it and send it to like good morning back to you or something like that's really horrible. But like since it's been more than a year, I didn't do that. Yeah. But it can happen anytime, so I'm not promising. So if it happens again day after day, it can also happen, so I cannot promise. I born this way.
Yeah. Also, when I feel like it's also that I immediately focus on the glass left on the table, chair left where it's not supposed to be. That vase was not there. It's usually there. Why did you take it and put it there? So I always focus on this, and it's everything everything is saying fuck you to me, you know. Yeah. I see the glass, fuck you, Elif. I see the vase on the floor, fuck you, Elif. I'm like, oh, why? I feel like attacked, and then I want to attack.
Yeah, by me, just like I see them smiling, you know. I open the door and I get inside and I see them smiling to me. The first thing that I see, like and so on. And but like, I mean, maybe I won't be like this if my mom didn't push me into that, you know. She pushed me into that. She was like really working on us that we become tidy. Actually, she was working on the girls, but I become so tidy.
They're not tidy?
We can talk about that. We can discuss. I have to say that my little sister is just like tidiest person I saw, but she's like me, then she's again another victim of my mom.
Another victim of my mom.
Which is not always cool. But like sometimes, now we have 2 cats, so I did relax a bit because there are like cat hair everywhere. Even though you clean every day, it doesn't make sense. Before we get them, even though when I see like some dust is just like run on, I was getting crazy. We cleaned yesterday out this couple, and it just like rolls around. It's going. I need to catch it. And I was like really jumping and catching it. It's like really stupid. But now it's just like cat hair, I'm fine.
Yeah, but that's good actually. Yeah. But you're at home lately, so how's your...
I was not really focusing on myself. I was doing so many stuff that it was not a must for me. So I just had the feeling lately that I was getting crazy in physical or healthy way. So I said like, maybe it's time to change some stuff. So in that case, it helped me a lot. So I really didn't even... last time I just get a book in my hand and read like 50 pages in one breath. I don't even remember, you know. It's been such a long time that I could read like so fast, so much.
You started RuPaul?
I started RuPaul, yeah. I finished all these 12 seasons. And
then now you got to start the All-Stars.
I really liked it. I have to say. I was didn't know what I need to expect. So people were like talking around me about this and that and so on. I was like, let's just watch and decide. And then, I don't know, it's just so close. These lives are so close to me. Not that I have friends like living there. Some of them has like hard life, living this hard life, but like this intimacy, the way they share, what kind of problems that they had their life and how they find themselves. Let's say it's just like really good stories. Yeah, I like it.
Find really worth watching because they're like performing first and foremost. They're like all this work they're putting in.
Yeah.
It's like it's an effort, and I respect that. So
what is actually makes this, I think it's special, even though it is McDonald's fault, whatever it is, but we never got to know on the screen those lives. So it's first time someone is putting these lives in front of you and says that these people are existent, these people are living your life. So shut the fuck up and accept it.
Yeah,
which is the best part of it, actually.
Yeah, that I also find important.
I started actually day drinking. And then it was like totally not for me. It's just like home alone drinking. And how desperate is that? I really didn't enjoy it. I'm super social normally.
Why didn't you enjoy it?
Because I'm super social. I like to enjoy with other people, even though, you know, I grew up in a kind of society that was always people together. I used to, it was just such a people all together. So I never get... Like now I'm going to my room and then chill there. I'm like, never learned that. I never needed that. So yeah, that's why I need to just like got to learn what my body needs and how it does feels for me. Yeah.
I'm raised like an only child. And I was always, I had a lot of friends, but we were always going out. And a part of that, I was always in my room alone.
Okay, I never had this.
Always.
So I never had this. So I don't really know privacy. Yeah.
I like socializing, but when it's too much, and too much for me is like 3 days in a row, for instance.
You came to us 3 days in a row.
Exactly. So now I need I'm not talking to anyone. I'm not talking to Best and Benjamin. I'm like, in my room, I need...
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know exactly.
You're like Tilman. I actually, when Corinna left, I was really sad.
Really?
Yeah, even though the flat was not empty, I was like, flat is so empty. And Tilman was left, and I'm really happy now. I mean, I love her, but like, I'm happy that we have like now, an empty flat. Yeah,
exactly. I always so you don't feel okay.
Especially like when our cousins came over, they were always like sleeping over, and like sometimes like over the weekend, like 2 nights and so. When they left, I was like really sad. Yeah, I like this. I mean, that's why maybe I just like invite people. I like to spend time with. I'm together with the people and so on.
No one in my no friends of my parents had kids in my age. Because they were already older than me. I was the only young kid.
Yeah, I see.
So sometimes there would be guests, younger friends of my parents. They would have kids in my age. And I had to play with them. And I hated it. Did you have something like that?
They were younger then?
Younger or at my age or something like. The fact that a kid just arrived at our house and I have to entertain this kid because I am also a kid.
Oh, I hate it as well.
Oh my God, it was my nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were really scared of my mom, so sometimes kids came and they broke some shit at home. My mom was really angry that we let that happen. So they were like,
you?
Yeah, because like we're supposed to take care of them, you know, it's the same shit again. So, but when other kids came, especially like one of my cousins, he was like a monster. We tied him up on a chair.
You told me this before.
Yeah, he was like he was like really jumping there and down and then pushing stuff down. We were really scared of my mom, so if something broken, we will get beaten up. So this was the case. So otherwise, we will beaten up from my mom or we will tie him up. So we just like jump on him together with my sister. So we were tying him up and then also like not letting him speak and so on. So till he goes, we were like waiting on him, like opening TV for him. You know, watch this now. Don't move.
But what was he doing? Wasn't he like screaming or something? Or were you also duct taping his mouth?
No,
or was
I think
he
he was
this is so nice.
No, yeah, tied me up. No, I don't remember this part actually. He's supposed to be screaming because he was screaming. When we were beating him up, he was like screaming, like yelling like crazy.
Beating him up, tying him down.
You were horrible kids. No, actually, we were really nice. But like, they were not nice. So we were scared of my mom. And then we kind of find our solution. But I don't remember if it was like duct tape or so. Maybe.
I hope there. I hope you did.
Yeah, no, I think we were not that clever. No, we didn't do this.
So you were tying him down with a rope.
Whatever we found. Where we did see this, actually. Where does it come from? You know, nobody tied us up. So
Movies.
Yeah, horrible.
Of course.
Or how we come from like this here.
Spending time alone.
Yeah.
Being social and guests are leaving and you feel sad. I feel relieved.
Yeah. And yeah, especially with this free time, I have to say, I'm now a bit stressed. Actually, I thought that like Corona will be better. Now we're in lockdown, so there is not so many job offers as well. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to find something. I'm supposed to have like 6 months free. So I'm still now stressing myself. Maybe I should just like keep doing this and that. At the same time, then you get this level of like, maybe I'm not good enough, how I'm going to do it. Just like I don't trust myself. And sometimes I have the feeling that, you're not good enough. You're not this enough. And everything happened in a kind of chance. You were lucky to have this and that and became here.
Yeah, it was all luck. And actually it's fake. All your talents are fake. You don't have any talents.
Yeah, that's why I'm like sometimes get really crazy. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I really feel that everything came by luck and how I get there. I worked in good offices, so I sometimes say it was also luck, So when I do a mistake and I'm like getting really, oh my God, they saw that I don't know anything and so on. But this is kind of self-courage that when you don't have and you didn't grow up with this, like building up, it's always on shake.
I think everybody has that though. Yeah. For instance, I mean, I have it also sometimes, and I've also heard other people having these feelings like actually, like as if you tricked people into something that you're not.
Okay. I see. That effect
people think you're successful. People think you're talented, but they are tricked. Actually, you are not. But you are the only one who knows that you're not that talented. The fact that you're working somewhere, like the people hired you for your talents and abilities. And you think that you just promoted yourself as if you have these talents. But actually, someday they're going to find out actually you're a piece of shit. And you're like afraid of that day to come and everybody realizing actually you are like someone of no value. You have no abilities, no talents. You're like nothing and you should burn in hell or something like that.
Nothing bad to burn in hell. I believe I will go to heaven anyway. Because I'm a good person. I mean, I don't have any bad shit going on.
Well, there's no heaven, so.
How do you know that there's a hell but no heaven?
There's no hell either.
Okay, so
in my religion, there's only hell.
Okay, so I was like really asking.
I mean, I think after you get the enough experience, you have nothing but to tell the truth. I mean, before that, like in my first years or for my first job, I didn't know what to write. I was like, I have no experience. I have no nothing.
Since you don't have an experience, you try to be, step up.
Yeah, you try to polish it somehow.
Yes, step up. But like, since I got to learn that you learn so much stuff at work as well. It's not that, I don't know, we are doctors and we start like doing surgery or something. By us, you learn
I learned
so
everything
much.
at work.
That's the thing.
I learned nothing from my 4-year bachelor's and 2 years master's degree.
Give the university name as well. So
I studied in Gazi University and Istanbul Technical University.
Okay.
And I learned nothing.
I mean, what I learned and what I got to do at work is just like totally different as well. So I have to say that. I mean, it could be way better. They acted like they brought us some design view or social aspects and this and that. What we learned was like, I mean, I could learn it in a year. I mean, I have to say. So I really understand that when you're, I mean, I was not against kind of, there are some people, they really don't like to learn in that way, that slow, So I can really understand that if you cannot handle this, learn a shit 4 years long. And in Turkey it's a 4 years bachelor, which is horrible enough. So, well, I mean, horrible. Yeah. But like, since I got to know that you learn at work so many stuff. So it doesn't mean that, it doesn't matter that you know everything beforehand or not. So I was actually relaxed to showing that I'm open to learn new stuff. I'm like open to learn new stuff. I'm ready. I can learn. I can kind of implement it fast and so on, which is right.
I'm also right now in a very confident phase professionally that I open-heartedly tell people that, look, this and this and this and this I can do in a heartbeat. I can do very well. This and this I never did. I have no idea. Someone have to show me. Someone have to do for me. Maybe I can't even do that. This and this I don't even know what it is. Like I have no problem because I already have enough experience. I know I have enough things that I can. That's why I don't feel like, because previously I remember, like also in job interviews, that you act like you can do something that you have really not really much of an idea of. You say, yeah, I can do that. I never say that anymore.
Well, we learned this, no? In Turkey, even though you ask people on the street that the address, they just don't know, but they tell you there.
Oh my God, this is so Turkish.
Yeah, thanks God we have Google Maps now.
Oh my God, yeah. In Turkey,
you don't say no.
You don't know the way, you're driving, you're confused, you don't have internet, let's say. You don't have Google Maps.
Those days we didn't have internet.
Yeah, in the old days we didn't use. So you stop, you see someone on the street, you ask them, do you know the direction to this place? The person always answers you, even though they don't.
Yeah,
know.
Actually
they don't know where it is. They just give you directions.
There. Yeah, I heard this from foreigner people who were actually in Turkey. There were many people, and I read an article about it. Somebody wrote actually about this, like why Turkish people give directions to tourists they don't know. I don't know. Maybe we don't know how to say no. It could be this, because you just in Turkey you say yes to everything. You do everything what people want from you, and that's why you don't know how to spend time here alone, like I do. So that's why you don't know how to just like get to know yourself, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. And one of the things, like besides giving wrong directions, one of the things that we like to do in Turkey is also taking antibiotics. I have this theory of that, like in Germany, when you go to the doctor, they prescribe you tea.
Yeah, or ibuprofen.
Drink tea, have a rest,
take a rest.
Don't go out, eat lots of food, stay at home. I'm writing 5 days of sick leave.
1 week,
1 week, and then it's all going to be fine. And in my first days, I was like shocked. They're not giving me fucking antibiotics, man. I have a bladder infection, man. Give me the fucking antibiotic. They're not. Here in Germany, you're sick. It's so easy to get a sick leave. You have unlimited amount of sick leave, and the health insurance is paying for that. But in Turkey, no one's paying for nothing. So you never have the right to have a flu and not go to work. This is unheard of. Because you're sneezing, you're not going to work. It's unheard of.
That's the thing, actually, that what I was struggling of. I need to be. At first I worked 1.5 years. I didn't get any sick, because for me it's just like I need to be dying not to go to work, because I come from this culture. Every day, even though you're sick, like really sick, you go to work. Since you can just move yourself, you go to work. And then I got to learn actually what exactly this is. I really like that. So you don't bring your sickness to work to share with the others. So it's just like really good. I remember when I was working in Turkey, they were like one people sick, the other sick, and the other sick, and we were just like ping-ponging each other at the same room.
Working also.
Yeah. Everybody was coming at work, like ping-ponging each other, like giving each other back, and like at the same time, And like now it's just like, I realized at my second job, so people were like, when they have running noses or sneezing, they were coming to them and say like, do you think you can go home? Go home. Yeah. Don't do this, because like one people face is okay, but when 4 or 5 people face, because you bring it to the work, which it's then problem for the office, then I understand. And I'm like, okay, this is why. Yeah,
first of all, this is a privilege.
This is a
fucking privilege. So I get really angry when like my Western European brothers are criticizing this somehow looking down upon this fact that in Turkey everybody's taking antibiotics. They're like addicted to pills, addicted to medication. They don't know how to heal themselves in a herbal way or in a natural way, that they're always using these pills, but it's bad for them. Motherfucker, we don't have time, we don't have money, and no one is writing us a 1 week fucking sick leave.
Not one day, you cannot get 1 day.
So give me that antibiotic and 1 day I'm gonna be healthy again, because I gotta go to fucking work, man. I have a couple of aims in this life. One is that being a person who's not easily feels the cold, you know, because I freeze below 20 degrees.
Yeah, that's why you should wear less and less. So you're just like, you know, skin gets a kind of thicker.
Since I arrived in Germany, I think I'm getting better. I feel like in really colder days, I'm not that much freezing.
No, me too.
So
I'm not freezing anymore.
I'm adapting somehow.
Yeah, of course you're adapting.
Integrating.
Yeah, integration at its best. I mean, I remember I didn't even know that how long I'm gonna stay, so I didn't get a kind of thick coat for myself, or I was just wearing stuff on each other, and then I mean, now I have to say that I'm not freezing at all. Yeah. It's supposed to be like really cold, but then everybody freezes, so it's fine. Yeah.
And the other thing is to be able to sleep like 4 or 5 hours every day.
No, I don't think it's good for your skin.
But it's gonna be good, like that kind of person. You know, there are some people who don't sleep that much and they don't look like junkies. They look healthy.
Okay.
One of those people. What is this?
Maybe that's. I mean, like there are some people also you see on. I mean, thanks God, in Instagram they look like so good this and so good that and so on. But like you see what they do, you know. It's just like that's their life. So if it will be my life, I will look as well.
Working out and eating healthy.
Yeah, eating healthy. That's their life. So if you compare it with them, compare yourself with them. Okay, it's hard. And like they say, like I sleep again 5 hours, and then how you can sleep 5 hours and then become like so energetic? You're supposed to have no stress, or what kind of life is it? I want to have it.
Exactly. I don't know. When I was in college, we had a professor who was like super mean person. So the professor in college would tell us that she was like a kind of a genius. For me, she's not a genius, but everyone thought she was a genius or whatever. I don't know. She was super narcissistic, super sadistic, and filled with a huge void. And she would always look down upon us and like talk shit on our works. And she would say, you're not working enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're not working enough. You're not studying enough. You guys need to sleep less. You're sleeping too much. I am sleeping 4 hours since I'm 18. I became a professor when I was 30.
30?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so maybe that's why in my head, like...
You're not enough.
She fucked me up. And she's always talking to me, Elif, you're not working enough. You're not doing enough. She's sleeping 4 hours a day.
God.
Meine Güte.
Most probably I will be like a killer, you know, if I will sleep that. I mean, I cannot sleep long, but like I sleep partly longer than 4 or 5 hours.
9 hours.
Without a break?
Without a break.
How is it possible? Wow. Are you really not breaking? No break.
I never break up in the night.
Like you turn and you wake up? You know, you turn your side on the bed and you don't wake up. Mm-mm. What the fuck? Your brain is just like closed now. I'm sleeping. Wow, that's perfect. Wow.
No, I mean, there's like a 1 hour window when I'm going to sleep. In 1 hour, or let's say half an hour, I'm falling into sleep. And during this half an hour or 1 hour...
Okay, it's 7 hours without a break, I mean, in worst case.
Yeah, 8 hours, 7 hours. Yeah,
but I never got that.
Never with a break.
I don't... I mean, I'm supposed to be really blocked out.
But did you check, like, how can one sleep without a break? Did you Google this or something?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're like...
Yeah, many stuff do this and that and so on. You do it, but, like, the thing is just, like, on my brain, I'm thinking too much. I start on the bed and it's just like everything rushes in. I start thinking first.
Did you tell your therapist?
Yeah, of course I did.
What did he say?
We need to work on it. I mean, it's not a long time, so I'm going there since 3 months, I believe, already. Yeah. I'm going 3 months to a psychotherapist, which works perfect. I mean, I have to. I recommend to every living person.
Please go to therapy.
Yeah,
please.
You have to go. I mean, it's not you have to go. I mean, like, we're privileged in Germany because our
but
insurance pays paying. You were going as well.
I was going also in Istanbul. I mean, I'm in therapy on and off since I'm 19. So, and long years I didn't have enough money for therapy for sure, but I was still pushing it. Like, if you want to, you can go. But the first and foremost, a person always needs to really want this, like really be motivated. When you see someone who's like in a really horrible situation, that you see them and you say, you need therapy in your head, but they're like, I don't believe in therapy, I'm not going to. Even if someone forces them and they go to therapy, it's not going to work for them.
Of course they need to. I mean, like, that's like me. If people would tell me, go to therapy, it's going to help you out, I would say, like, fuck you, I'm not crazy. Now I decided, I mean, like, this is one of the reasons that I have a break. So I just wanted to work on myself. So I started. I really didn't know what therapy is. I have to tell you, I didn't know that is therapy, what I'm doing. So I thought that, I mean, even though I'm living full of psychotherapists all around me, I know what their work is, but it's just like you in the therapy that I didn't know what it is. So I have to tell, it's just like, yeah, it's the best. Why I didn't, I mean, like, okay, I didn't have money for that before, but like since 8 years I'm here, I could start it. I didn't know. And no one around me have this perspective, that I did this through, I get to know myself better through this and so on. Even though I didn't know many stuff, that I thought that I'm going to go there and talk and I will feel like perfect and all my problems are gone. It is no. Actually, from that moment on, it starts actually. That like you decided to go there and then wanted to talk about this and that problems, then which opens up for you. This problem is now on. You face it now.
Self, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, especially I was like living my life. I mean, I didn't have this feeling that now I have to go to therapy. No, but I know that there were some in myself that I know that there were some stuff I wanted to work on them and other stuff as well. So then I started. And actually, it's really going well. I got to know what triggers me, why, in which moment, how, what's my fears, what's my success, or why I'm not feeling successful, even though I have a success, or those kind of. So get to know you better. I mean, it's just to get to know you better. That's become better you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that you immediately know, like after you do therapy. And then you immediately know who's been to therapy
and who's not.
Who's not been to therapy.
Yeah, I have to tell it. I got to know in these 3 months, especially people really. I mean, there are some people
who has no idea about therapy and self-reflection. You immediately spot them. You're like, girl.
You don't even need to talk about it actually. Like,
no.
that's what that's what you're saying.
You meet someone, and you're like, you have no idea what therapy is, right? You have no idea what self-reflection is like.
Yeah.
Some other universe they're living
totally.
in. Like, they're telling me stuff and they're surprised why it's happening, for instance. And I'm like always in my head because I'm not very close to these people. When they open up about things like that in my head, I always go like, girl, it's you.
What are you talking about?
It's you. Man, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, there's a lot to learn about. I mean, every person about themselves. There's a lot to learn. And it really feels good. I mean, I'm relaxed. Yeah. I'm really chilled. I'm not that like I'm before. It's not that my life has changed, but like it's changing. So it's good.
And it's just 3 months, so
it's gonna bring more. So I'm really happy about that. Yeah, and I really like my therapist as well.
That's so cool.
I'm really lucky actually to get him. Some people are really like searching for, so I just like get it there, talk to him on the phone, and then we kind of understood each other. It was perfect.
Yeah. I like my therapist too. She's very cool.
Did your therapist laugh actually when you laugh?
I am trying to make her laugh,
But she has like poker face.
So, I mean, I don't see her anymore because I'm laying
down.
Okay,
yeah.
But I'm forcing. Of course, this is my intuition to make people laugh. I can't help it.
She fakes it.
Sometimes she's trying to hold it back, but sometimes she can't, and I love those moments. She's like,
yeah, I really like it. So I really like that way. So I mean, if it's something to laugh, it's good to laugh. I wouldn't like him, or I like this when they give a reaction. So
yeah, I like it. And yeah, one of the things is that I've been in, like, this is my second long-term therapist, and I had 2.5 years when I was in Istanbul back like 5 years ago, and then I started here again. And she is way different than my previous therapist. Both of them I admire so much. But she's she's extremely understanding and very positive. And remember we were discussing Yumi and Tilman that sometimes I was having this anger inside me towards her that she's being superficial or she's being unnecessarily positive and understanding, as if she's not understanding actually. Like she's saying, oh no, but don't say that, blah, blah, blah. Don't be hard on yourself. And I was feeling like anger towards her. And then I told this once or twice to you, and then you said like, yeah, but did you talk to her? Did you tell her this? And then I did tell her. I told her like, I gotta tell you something. Sometimes I feel like you're being too superficial with me, that you act like you understand everything I say. And when I'm hard on myself, you always think the opposite. You always try to show me the positive side of things. And this is making me like angry, because there are also negative things in life, bad things in life. So I'm feeling angry towards you. I gotta tell you this.
What does she do?
And then she told me a sad thing, actually, that she told me that that's because you don't know how to communicate with a person who thinks well of you, who's understanding you. You always need that person who's going to tell you you're not enough, you're horrible, like this. You need the sadistic personality, the narcissistic personality. Then you feel safe, because this is the only thing you know, the only way.
Okay, now I understand.
When you're with an understanding, positive, and calm person, you think they're fake. That's your problem, she told me. Yeah.
Wow.
Which
you get your answer.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but like how do you feel with your friends?
I mean,
don't you think that we understand you?
Yeah, I do. But all my friends have a dark side. I don't have any friends who don't have an edge or a dark side like me.
Edge.
Which is something I like. I don't have a friend who's like, yeah, but did you think about this in this way? My friends are always, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, okay. In that case, yeah. Actually, I really like it that way. I mean, I don't try to. Yeah, okay, then it's okay.
I'm not complaining.
So because I remember last time when we were like getting tattoos and we laughed so hard because Daphne was, I mean, not knowing you maybe in that case that much I would do, and she asked you because we were getting really amateur tattoos, and then, but you're so professional, how are you gonna how did you decide for that? And I'm like, yeah, that's why actually, like, since you cannot find, I mean, most probably you will not be satisfied for the perfect one because you're a perfectionist, so you just like let it happen, you know? It's like
that was such a spot on. That was one of the best spot on analysis a friend did to me. I want to rephrase that. So, we're at my friend's house. We're at Melih's house. We're gonna get stick and poke and stick tattoos from lovely Corina. And I don't have any tattoos till this day, but now I have. So when she asked me, do you also want to get a tattoo? Like, it was so spontaneous. And I said, yeah, sure. And then another friend of mine, who was my previous guest, Daphne, was shocked that I just said yes to a spontaneous tattoo who's like stick and poke, was not going to look like perfect. And then she said like, oh, a perfectionist like you is like saying yes to something so spontaneous and you don't know what's going to come out, and it's your first tattoo and you're like okay with this? And then Melih said like, yeah, of course she's okay with this because she already knows that it's never going to match her ideals, this tattoo.
Qualifications, yeah.
It's never going to.
There's no tattoo artist which gonna kind of matches with your qualifications. So you just like let it happen, till you do it the better, till you will on. I mean, you will be do it the better, that won't be better. So I mean,
that was so spot on, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
I mean, that's why I just like kind of mentioned this commercial. Till we do the better one, there's no better one,
Until gelene kadar en iyisi bu.
Biz daha iyisini yapana kadar en iyisi bu.
Until we make a better one, this is the best one.
Right, this is the best, yeah. It is perfect. I mean, it fits.
It's perfect, man. I love it.
It fits you. I mean, also it's such a courage,
make a better. This one right here is the best.
It's the same for your tattoo. Till you learn and you hit it yourself, it's the best one.
But that was so cool, though.
Yeah.
That day.
I mean, it was such a great day. I love it too. You see, I love those kind of days. I like to be, with people all the time.
Yeah, I mean, not that I don't enjoy it. It's the after feeling. When I'm in the moment, I enjoy it so much.
Yeah. And then?
And then when I go home, I'm like, I'm going to be by myself 10 days.
Okay. You were like, you won't actually. Do you remember? We see us today. Tomorrow we will go to get tests. And day after tomorrow we will celebrate 3 days. Huh?
It's a nightmare for me.
Really? I really enjoy actually.
I'm going to have fun. Going to go get tested?
Why? Why not?
Yeah, okay.
It's. I mean, we will tell this. We got to go together to test. 4 people together to test it.
And
I'm trying to remember something. Let me check. Actually, I wanted to ask you some stuff. Okay, it's coming.
What?
I'm just checking actually the list. Actually, what we talk, what we're going to talk, and so on. So yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, I want to ask you one question.
Ask?
No. Before we finish, I will ask.
Okay.
Tizzle is at the end of 2020. Mm-hmm. So do you want to talk about looking back to 2020? It's the last program of 2020.
He's already micromanaging this podcast, bitches.
I cannot.
Now he's interviewing me. You see? This is what I'm talking about. Why?
Do you want to talk about that? I'm just gonna, have the video and just like kind of reflect it and act like I was.
Before you know it, he already owns it.
Can't help.
2020 was not a bad year for me.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. First of all, I had the privilege to stay financially stable because my work was not affected by it.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
So that was a privilege, and therefore I did not have any financial stress.
That's good as well.
I was lucky on that part.
You were working all the time, like 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And secondly, on a social level, I have, especially in the first previous times, like in March, April, May, and when we were never leaving the house, I got stuck at home with my brilliant, amazing flatmates, Besta and Benjamin, and we were very harmonious, and it could have been like the opposite, Think about that. This is also a privilege.
Yeah, go to divorce.
People domestic violence increased and stuff the flatmate situation was brilliant. It was so harmonious and peaceful, and we were really working together, socializing together, doing everything together in the flat. So that was a lucky thing too. And the third thing is that no loved one of mine or a family member or a friend or anyone got affected from corona.
That's really important.
That was lucky. And then I don't know, it was again a year that I learned a lot. I feel like 2020, let me tell you, is the last year of my romantic fuck-ups.
Which means?
I'm not going to have romantic fuck-ups anymore. I'm not going to fuck this up.
Okay.
I did my last one.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm not going to fuck it up
You're
anymore.
looking for real love or what?
I am
or
looking
you're looking for a relationship?
Right now, I'm not looking for anything, to be honest. It's not my priority, which is a feeling that I really like, because it doesn't happen very often. But I'm really not. What I really want to do is just to invest more time for fun and free things that I am going to create. For fun and for free.
Okay.
Like this podcast.
Okay.
Like that's for good. My fun and for free, like freed from the financial pressure and restrictions or anything.
Yeah.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, that's actually okay. I mean, that's actually really good that you can make it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here actually. I'm really happy that like nobody got hurt around me or from some people. I heard that some people got hurt, so it was like kind of sad. But it's nothing really directly to someone I know, so I'm really lucky. So as well, I got to learn and tell myself like now I have to take care of myself and be. Melih first.
Top life.
Top life, gold life starts now. And I mean, that's why I'm like ending this year. It's okay, so many shitty stuff happened, but like I feel good. I have to tell, I feel really good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were really under this weather, kind of lucky and therefore privileged to not be affected from it that much.
Yeah, I even got to know to write an article to a really famous, magazine actually.
Süddeutsche Zeitung.
Yeah, which is actually, I mean, like.
You wrote an article.
Yeah, I wrote an article.
To what column? Which column was that?
Alles Liebe is all about love. All love. It's all about love or something that I just write down how I got to know Tilman and what was our story. I mean, what his story was. And and actually I was like angry to other couple. They were like super heteronormatized.
Another article that was published.
Yeah, I was super angry to them to having super heteronormative life. And I'm also I don't have to say that I'm feminist or something or like whatever, but I have problem with this like roles in the life. I don't know why, but I have problems. I don't like this like written or like correctly made and so on. I just like said, okay, I just need to control this again and then write to people that there are other stuff is just existing as well. So I wrote it down, and after 3 days, I heard them. They want to publish, and I really didn't expect that. I was like, really, okay, now I need to write it down till the end.
That is so cool, man.
Yeah, and then we got it published.
Yeah, I mean. I also find, because you know what, sometimes...
I mean, this was my best moment of 2020.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to tell, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good best moment. Yeah. I mean, it's also like anger is really good when it motivates you to do something better.
Yeah,
it's why we need it.
Productive anger, yeah.
It's like, not all anger is bad. We need it to move forward. And this is such a good example of like a really... very positive way of feeling angry about something. A lame article of a gay couple that have heteronormative roles and like just feeding stereotypes in a really well-read, one of the most famous newspapers.
Yeah,
so it's not helping.
Why did they write it there? So that's actually like maybe people who publish it, they wanted to show also this is also existent. You know, this is also life. Yeah. I don't know. They published mine, so I don't care.
Yeah, so you got angry at them and you wrote a better article and that got published.
Yeah. And especially they kind of rushed us, you know. I didn't expect it like to publish to the next, actually. They said like, we really liked it much. We wanted to do it like now. And then I'm like, okay, then let's talk about it. And we talk and it's kind of worked it out. So it's my best. Yeah.
Yeah, but all in all, it wasn't a bad year, I would say.
Not a bad year.
No,
I have to say as well.
And I would say for me, it was better than 2019. I was very romantically fucked up in 2019 and very heartbroken and like, so I don't need that energy anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody said. I mean, it could be also kind of productive, you know. I mean, you know, heartbroken, kind of melancholic.
So it pushes you towards...
Yeah, sometimes. I mean...
Yeah.
Most of the time when I feel kind of angry to myself or sad and so on, then then I turn this into a productive way. But like if I feel like a failure and so on, then I cannot start with anything. So I mean, like there are some sad stuff, or they're all kind of sad stuff. It's just like when they happen, so some of them, they really kind of pushes you to do something more. Some of them, they just block you, so you cannot do anything.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, the saddest moments in my life were the moments that I grew the most. If none of those sad moments would have happened, I would have been someone else, not right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Who was way much... not ahead, but the opposite.
That's why actually I don't really understand. Some people say that like I would like to be 20, 21, 25. I'm like, never.
Hells no.
Never.
No.
I don't even want to feel younger.
I never have. Actually, this is something that I like about myself, that I never feel nostalgic. I mean, I really enjoy the moment always.
Yeah, but like nostalgic feels is just kind of happened at one restaurant you used to go, or bar or club used to go close, so you just kind of nostalgically think, which is okay.
Yeah, but sometimes people think those days were the better, because like I always think that's also kind of nostalgia, but sometimes nostalgia is like the denial of the present.
Okay, they could do way more.
You're in such a pain in the present, and you cannot accept, like, how can this happen to me? So you're like denying everything, and you're like, 10 years ago everything was better. 10 years ago everything was the same. You're just shit right now. Yeah. So take the responsibility and move the fuck on.
Own it. Own it.
Own it, bitch.
Yeah, it's really important to own your feelings.
Yeah, I'm even owning other people's problems, man. So some people aren't even owning their own problems. What is this? It's like unfair.
And it is really unfair as well to you. To reflect you, and you cannot tell them, you cannot tell them, own your feelings, it's not my problem, own it. It's not my, I can listen to you when you think that you have problems, but you keep coming up to me with this problem, and I'm like, come on, now you have to own it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's my close friend, I always tell them.
Yeah. Especially that's why you have, people supposed to have only close friends and nothing more.
Yeah.
The rest is just like...
Learn your lesson only once.
Yeah, well, 2 times is okay. Maybe 3 times. 5?
Sometimes 10, but it's...
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Another thing that I've been lucky in my life is that I've never failed in the area of friendship as much as failed with every other aspect in life. I never failed in friendship, that I can say proudly. For me, it's really important that a person has good, very close friends. Also from the old times. Or I give 2 options to a person.
To me.
Either you are antisocial, you don't like people, therefore you don't have friends.
Which is okay.
Respect.
Yeah.
The antisocial person, the introvert who doesn't care about friends, and he doesn't want to have friends, or she, they're just chilling. That's their life. They don't need it. And the other person is, they have friends coming from their childhood. They can sustain long time, close friendships. They can make new friends. They have close friends in their life, in their routine, that they share and they open up and they solve problems together and share things. And when I see someone that I see you're not an antisocial person, I see you're social, but somehow you don't have any friends. What is that? That is always
friends or super
friends.
No, superficial. I mean,
superficial. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry. You don't have any close friends.
Yeah, this is
a red flag for me. Like, you're sorry.
I mean, if you know some people, they don't have close friends. It's a thing. Yeah.
Unless they are people who don't care about friends and they're like loners. So
again,
antisocial people, introverts, loners, that's something else. They don't want us. They don't want anybody.
Yeah.
They're just good by themselves. That's good.
Yeah. But
people who are like... who are social, who function somehow. But when you talk to them, you ask them like, but who are your friends? Who are your close friends? And there's no one.
They act like they have so many close friends. That's a problem. So you don't know actually that...
Yeah. They never tell you like, I don't really have close friends. Yeah. You always discover. You always discover actually, Yeah. Also, I would say in this category, I also don't put the people who want to make friends and they can't, and they feel sad about it, and they voice this like, I wish I had friends, I feel sad. They're also not. I'm not finding them weird. It can happen. The people that I find weird, they don't even know they are not able to maintain close friendships.
Maybe they could maintain, but they don't know what actually it is, you know? To have close friends, you know?
And that's
they don't
also
know what
one of my
is.
phobias. A person who doesn't know how to be intimate. This is my nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, you told me not to hit anywhere. You hit more than I do. This. Yeah, okay, good. Go. You know me, I know you. It's intimate friendship.
Yes.
It's different to have close friends than like normal friends. I mean, that's why it's a different type of relationship. It's like closer, it's more intimate. You talk almost about everything. You don't have what she's going to tell me, how she's going to judge me, or what she's going to tell. Even though most of the time you know her or him well, you know how they're going to react. So you tell them anyway, and you hear the words that you know that you're going to hear. And you know that they're going to be angry, but you told them. And even though it's kind of shame shit that is funny for you, just you tell and everybody laughs. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, those are the one that I would say that who don't know how to be vulnerable. They never open themselves up. They're never like, hey, here I am. Look how stupid I am. Like, look how I did this mistake. Isn't it funny?
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends actually. Like, I think I am a bit also conservative in that way to show my vulnerability. I mean,
you're not.
Am I not? I think sometimes I'm like, I'm not talking about everything that I know. Just not that people gonna judge me. I'm not ready to talk about it. It's just like this way. So, like, and sometimes I realize when other people like telling me too much, or some people just asking or like kind of pushing me in a way to tell much, I'm like, okay, I'm not ready.
I never experienced that.
Yeah, well, because
I thought we talked about everything.
Yeah,
Is there more?
Yeah, I mean, like, there is not more. No, like to you, no. But like some people, yeah. I mean, that's why I don't even want to hear when they talk, too intimate stories. I have enough good friends, so I don't want to know. And I mean, it's enough.
You mean you don't want to hear? What do you mean that?
I mean, yeah.
Yours? You don't want to tell them?
Yours, because I have enough good friends. I don't want to tell you extra about like the stuff, that I'm, you know what I mean? Because I have such a good relationship to you, so I tell you everything. I know that it's gonna be okay when I'm telling you. We will make fun of it like after 5 minutes and so on. But like to some people, I don't want to have this closeness. I don't want to be that close to them. Open up. Yeah, and then people just don't understand this,
Like my first intuition is always to mother someone, to give care. Like this I can't help it.
And partner, I mean parent.
To parent someone. Yeah. I'm gonna help solve their problem.
Okay, yeah.
So when someone that I don't really know that much is opening up to me this way, I immediately like shoulder this, but also I don't know how to solve it because I don't know them enough. So I try to. I struggle. Like I ask them, but are you normally like this? What would you do? And then I find myself, bitch, like, chill. You can't help them right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's why I stopped hearing this.
I find myself like, let's think about like this right now. What would you do? Like, no.
Yeah, I mean, like this is also really important because like I feel that I got like so much kind of. I don't know, they're so much weight. I took so much weight on myself, which I don't want. I mean, sometimes it's like really sad stuff. Sometimes it's like kind of intimate, positive stuff. Okay, I'll just listen and forget. But like sometimes they give you such a huge weight. And I'm like, wow, what I'm going to do? I cannot have, I don't know you. What do you want me to do? Why did you even tell me? Why do you do this to me? Leave me alone. I'm like crying at all. No. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes that can be intense.
Should I ask you my question?
Oh, please do. I'm like waiting for your question. I'm very excited. It better be the best question of all times, Melih.
Oh, really? I think it's good. I mean, one of us, I mean, scholar from 1 to 10, I would say 9 for sure.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Why turquoise matters?
Why turquoise matters?
This is a good question. Don't you think so? I mean, people know what turquoise is? Like the color?
Turquoise?
Like, turquoise is that in English?
Yeah.
Okay, why turquoise matter?
Why turquoise matters?
We used to call it turquoise. That's why
turquoise.
That's why I said turquoise. So why turquoise?
To me, you're asking this to me.
Such an emotional topic, I thought.
Well, yeah, okay. For the people who don't know, my favorite body of water is a still, transparent turquoise sea.
I mean, I love it as well. Of course, I love it as well. But it's such a topic, you know.
I'm fascinated by it. I am like, when I see this turquoise water, it's everything to me. I don't know.
I don't like it.
No mountain, no forest, no desert, no lake, no nothing can match, can satisfy me.
Yeah.
It's only the turquoise sea.
Every time when I see, like turquoise water, I just start smiling. You know, I can't control it.
Yeah. And do you remember, like, when we were in Sardinia, we were like climbing all these mountains, and then we were climbing down all these mountains, and after 3 hours, when we were like dead, there was this. We always saw this turquoise water, this bay, small bay.
Yeah.
With the perfect water, and then we forget everything. Like we forget.
You have to walk back.
To you.
Yeah.
You have to walk back. Yeah.
But like,
climb up, climb down, climb up, climb down again 2 times.
Oh, that was horrible. Yeah. Well, like, to be honest, it's just like I knew that it was gonna be horrible, but like that much I didn't know as well.
So beautiful. Man.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. I mean, I really love it when I'm going to somewhere. Like, I mean, for me, vacation means that beach, sun, sea.
Me too.
Whatever. I mean, I don't accept the rest. So
we don't know any other. Like, people in Turkey,
they don't know.
The vacation is we go to the beach, we swim.
If you
we
chill,
don't go hiking in the mountains.
You chill and you relax. Why I need to go to a vacation? I'm tired as well. So I'm tired all this year. I mean, all the year long. I'm going to vacation. I'm like running, walking. I don't know how they call this.
An antique city.
Yeah. Antique city could be better, but like those kind of like, you know, you trekking.
If it's closer to the beach.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, trekking, you know, you trek, you go up in the mountains, you see the other mountains.
There's a river.
These beautiful trees and blah, blah.
What is that, man?
I hate it.
I don't understand. I can appreciate it, but it's nothing near to be on a beach and like lay down and do nothing. I mean, we just don't understand. Sorry, hiking, outdoor activities, people of Europe. Sorry, we don't understand.
I mean, camping as well.
What's with camping?
I don't know.
Do it once, okay.
Once in a year might be okay, maybe.
But these people need to...
They need action.
They also need to go to a mountain, they need to go to a river, they need to go to a lake, or they need to go do camping because they don't have any beaches.
Is it possible these people never saw turquoise water?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they don't know. They don't know, and maybe they refuse. Like
they don't want to accept it.
They just have their alışkanlık neydi ya? Habits. They just have their habits since years, and they don't want to change it. They don't want to introduce themselves to a new, beautiful thing that's going to change their life. Mm-hmm. They just keep on hiking, man. Keep on hiking. Those mountains.
Or in this winter, they go...
Up and down.
I saw these pictures on the news that even Corona, there were people go to snowboarding or ski.
Mm-hmm.
Skiing. And I'm like, there were like people on a line, like I don't know how many thousand people, they were waiting to slide down. I'm like, come on, how old are you? Why you do this? Even Corona, come on. I mean, 1 year you couldn't. I mean,
all right, I cannot wait for the summer.
Me too. I cannot wait for the summer.
I think we can let's
wrap it up.
Thank you very much for being a guest and showing your fabulous self on the first episode of this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first one for me. I thought that I would be super
excited.
There's
going to be more.
There's going to be more of me?
Yeah.
Okay, so good. I
don't have that many friends.
They're going to keep coming. Yeah. It's nice. So I thought, I was scared, to be honest.
Are you content? Do you feel good?
Yeah, perfectly. I mean, I thought that it's going to be really weird, but I hear myself. So I think it's like, maybe there's so much quality going on here. It's just like I hear myself. Yeah,
I built a studio.
Yeah, the production she built up. I mean, I hear myself, but it's everything so natural. I feel like really as if we are sitting normally here, like doing it.
I'm telling you, it's always like this. That I start the podcast with the guest, and when we end it, it's always like it has something that I feel better. Like I finish the podcast and I feel energized, or I feel like
it's because of you just
some dopamine coming from
somewhere. It's about like, you know, every time when you do kind of fitness and you finish one program, you feel like really energetic because you have done something.
Finishing a task.
Finishing a task, of course. Maybe as well as like at work, I also like when I finish something, I'm like ready for the new one, even though I know that it's gonna be shit, but really ready.
All those tasks. I'm gonna go back to work in 4th of January. So, okay. So
drama.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
That was so fun talking to you. And until next time.
We see us tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Ay
benim kulaklarım acıdı.
Kırmızılar ama sıcaktandır. Benimkiler de kırmızı.
Yani böyle kulağımın üzeri bir acıdı yani.
Dur kız.